Okay, good morning, everyone. Beautiful, snowy day today. It's a lot more coming. So it's a good day. It's always a good day to practice, but especially when we have major weather changes, sometimes it's really good just to, move the body. So let's begin with just a little bit of centering. So close your eyes, sit up tall, and go to your breath just for a moment. And let go of all the noise. And the noise comes in so many forms, but it's been one particular form lately. And when we let go of that noise and we go into our sense of silence, it automatically relaxes the body and prepares us for feeling our practice today is going to be feeling these movements. We do this all the time, but we're going to really focus on it today. So gently open your eyes and just keep that sense of centering with you. And I think today we're going to start. Let's do this. Let's do a seated forward fold. And what I'd like you to do is, without a block or a blanket, see how easy or how difficult it is to get the palms flat to the floor. And you don't have to get them flat. Just see where you end up. It could be, this high. So don't force yourself. Just see where your first barrier is if you can't touch the floor. Okay, and kind of remember where that was and come back up. Okay, so just rub your arms and think of it of having four sides. So upper, under, and both sides. Just give them a really good rub, maybe like 10, 12 times. Try to get up to the shoulder too. And then the other one. So I actually did this with my teacher in a retreat. It was kind of amazing to make the measurements after you have massaged the body. And one thing he did say was, when you do weightlifting or weight bearing exercises, that exercises or works the muscles, not necessarily the tendons. So when we do our yoga practice, we're working with tendons, muscles, and ligaments. So it's kind of a little bit more inclusive. That's why it feels so darn good. So just start rolling the shoulders and loosening them up. Make them nice and big. And then forward also. All right, and let them dangle and just relax them for a little bit. And then now just do teeny little ones. So just so it's a little bit more gentle. And then the forward. All right, and then now do the same kind of rubbing with the legs. And go all the way up. On the sides as well. And your other one. I like to do one at a time so you focus, a little bit more on that particular leg. All right. Okay. Extend your arms out and just a gentle reach. And then bring the right arm forward and the left arm back, and then just switch. All right. Relax your arms, just kind of let them flop. And then we're going to do right arm up and down. And then left arm. And then let's do both. All right. And relax it. Spinal twist. So right over the left, go into your little twist. And then come right out of it and switch. So we did a little bit of this on Tuesday. But let's switch about 5 times. Or let's make it 6. So we'll do it 3 on each side. All right, as soon as you're done twisting, legs wide, one hand on each knee, half forward fold. And then hands to the floor, press down, look up. And one of my favorites is this one, because it gets that little spot right below that C7, right in that area, the upper back, in between the shoulder blades. It's kind of a nice little stretch that we get when we do full dolphin. And then come up, right elbow on the right knee, left arm up and over. And let's start opening up the side. So let's do 6 of these and switch. So 3 on each. Just simple, you know, you don't have to go super deep, or just, this is kind of the ligament tendon kind of a stretch, and you want to make sure that that's easy. I have pulled a ligament before and it's years to heal. All right, when you're done, just bend back and then forward. So this is just a simple cat stretch, not the real deep one that we do. In fact, that ligament that I pulled, it was probably 1994, 3 or 4. And ever since then, it's been a bane. It's always my trouble spot. So you have to be very careful. This is all my pre-yoga days. And I had found out in my yoga teacher training that if you pull a tendon farther than it should go, that it does take long. It took about 18 months for it to really heal. So yeah, that's why all this gentle stuff is so wonderful. All right, so come back up to seated and cross your right over the left, and we're just going to pulse that knee. And then work the ankle. It's always good to take care of ankles and wrists. All right, other side. And then the ankle and toes. All right, release out of that. Test your seated forward fold again. See if there's a difference. And then come back up. We're going to do a little bit of isometrics today, and that's working those tendons and ligaments too. So hands underneath your chair and pull up. So you're going to work the shoulders. The shoulders come as high up as they can. And your arms are in tension. But you're still breathing very even. That doesn't have to change. And then when you let go heavy, like really let go. And then press down. And you want to really feel this in the arms and the chest. And let go quickly so you can feel that release. And then the next one is like you're pulling the chair apart, away from each other. So you should feel that probably in biceps and triceps is kind of where I'm feeling it, upper arm, shoulders, deltoids, all that stuff. And then let go of that heavy. And then now push in, like you're squeezing the chair. And let go of that. Just dangle your arms, shake them out a bit. And we're going to come, let's see, we're going to come to standing. And let's do our 3 sun cells. So chair version, mountain pose. And we'll just do 3 with the breath. You can go a little bit quicker at the end. So hands to your heart, forward, up and back. And fold. Right lunge. Down dog. Cobra. Down dog. Right lunge. Fold. Come up. Fold. Left lunge. Down dog. Cobra. Down dog. Left lunge. Fold. Come up. Come to the heart. Take a breath. And go a little quicker. Forward, up and back, fold, right lunge, down dog, cobra, down dog, right lunge, fold, come up, fold, left lunge, down dog, cobra, down dog, left lunge, fold, and come up to your heart. Okay, this next one, no pausing, just go very fluid like a wave. Forward, up and back, and fold, right lunge, down dog, cobra, down dog, right lunge, fold, come up, and fold, left lunge, down dog, cobra, down dog, left lunge, fold, and come up. All right, we're going to hang here and just feel that whole sun salutation from head to toe. So start with, you keep the face relaxed, shoulders, chest, belly, hips, legs, feet, toes, fingers, and go through those body parts and now feel what we just did. There's a difference between doing these asana, these practices, and really saying the words, feel it. So it's not necessary to do it, to say it all the time, but sometimes you just have to realize the differences between the body before and after. Because the mind likes to, take off in all kinds of directions. So all we're doing is reeling it back in. So now we're going to test that forward fold standing. So let's give a good stretch up and a little back bend and try a full forward fold and see where your hands land. Okay, and then come up and just release out of that. All right, we are going to step wide and hands at your waist and bend back. And then forward, just halfway, and bend back. So back and forward. Keep going. All right, one more back and forward. Okay, come back to standing. Bring your feet together, thighs together, and just start tipping right and left. I'm going to do probably about 10 on each side. Okay, that's probably about enough. So now we're going to do the same thing with, right arm up, and then let your left hand run down the left leg. And then switch. So a little bit more work on balance. All right, one more each side should do it. All right, try your forward fold. See if there's a difference here. All right, and come up and release out of that. Let's grab your block. Let's do tree pose with the block. I really like that version. So the back of your chair. And decide, how much you want to challenge. This you would challenge yourself the most. This would be the least, and this would be in the middle. So just put your foot opposite the block. And then what I'm going to do is my heel will be right toward my leg. So I know that I got my knee out as far as I can get it. And then if you want, either hang onto the chair, hands to your heart. And all we're going to do is balance here, do nothing else. We're going to stay here for a while. So the body is always trying to find its center. You can sense it, you can feel that. And that's exactly what it needs to do. That's what it's doing 100% during your day, whether we know it or not. It's always trying to find its center. Same thing if you get sick or not well in some way. It's still always trying to find that center to get you back to wellness. Sometimes we have to help it, but other times it just does it on its own. Like when you get a cut, it gets back to its healthy center. It heals. Like my 2 fingers that I cut last Saturday. Took like 8 days. Okay, that was a minute on that side. So let's switch. So first, find your center, and then let your body do its thing. I think that was about a minute or a little longer. Okay, out of that. And take your block, lay it flat, and sit on it. So come to easy pose as best you can, with your knees wide and as flat to the floor as possible. So this is actually a really nice way to sit because your spine comes right up out of your hips. You're really nice and straight, and everything is open and not contracted like in full easy pose. If this is not doable, soles of your feet together works great too. In fact, let's bring soles of feet together and hands on your ankles as you draw them in. And then this is nobility pose, pressing your knees down. And then let's try extending just your left leg and keep that right knee pressed down. So left toes up, right knee down. And we're going to walk to that left leg. Foot. So it makes it a bit easier. Now you can lower forehead towards the knee. Scoot back. So head to knee would be this. And then come up out of that and bend your right knee up and hug it. Really good. Really super tight. And then now try walking toward that left leg again with knee up. You have to walk your foot out a bit. All right, and then come up and let's try the other side. So extend the right, bend the left. So the right leg is straight forward. And then walk down it. And then try the forehead to knee. So you want to go a little deeper. Okay, come up and hug the knee. Big old bear hug. And then start walking down the right leg. Walk your left foot out. Okay, come out of that. I have not tried this before, but you know how we do a modified turtle? Let's try it sitting on the block. I have no idea if this is going to be easier or not, but let's try this. Yeah, that would be easier. Yeah, you'll like this one. So, the goal of turtle, is to bring your feet in and to lower your chest, and then your forehead eventually ends up on your feet. But just for today, let's just enjoy this. Okay, come out of that, and we're going to go back to standing. We'll use those later. So, step wide. And then arms at a T, right hand to that left foot, and just back and forth. All right, one more on each side. And then stand and just kind of do the propeller arms or whatever this is. Okay, let's try that forward fold again. Okay, come up. We're going to try one more thing. So we're going to step wide again. And fold forward, hands on your ankles. And draw your head closer to the floor. Okay, come up. Spin both of your feet to the right. Keep both of your legs straight. And then fold forward. Now hang on to your right ankle. And go deeper. Okay, come up. Take your time. And then flip the other direction. Do the same thing. Straight legs. Hang on to the left ankle. Okay, come up. Flip to the other side again, so both of your feet are pointing right. And we're going to do airplane arms. And bend halfway down. All right, come up. Flip your feet the other way. Airplane arms, halfway. And come up. Take your time. All right. Spin your feet forward. And then point them out to the side. Arms forward, and then half forward fold. And come up. Now spin to the right and do a half forward fold in that direction. I call this an ironing board. And then come up. Center, fold forward. Come up. And do the left side, spin your left foot out. And come up. And do the center one again. Come up. Keep your feet wide, but just relax. And we're going to do that forward fold test with a wide straddle. Look forward and interlace your hands behind your hips. Just come up maybe a little bit. And come up. All right. Let's just take a little rest. And right after this, we're going to go back to using your chairs again, but with the seat toward you. Okay. So let's work with the lower part of the body. So we did this a gazillion times. You're going to put the right foot right in the center of the chair and then walk that left leg out and then hand on the back of your chair. So let's get this far. You know, as soon as you're there, just, chest to chair, keep that back leg straight and then press back and just do that several times. Okay, now when you press back this time, straighten your right knee and lift your toes up. And then chest to thigh. Chest to chair. And now press back, and now we're straightening the right several times. All right, if you've done about 5 or 6 of them, switch sides. Get your right leg straight, and then chest to chair. And then when you press back, straighten the left leg, point the toes up, and then chest to chair. All right, come to standing. We're going to go back to that just once more on each side. So just take a little bit of a rest. And we're going to try to go just a little bit deeper if your body can allow it. So right foot on the chair, and then extend that left leg again. Press back, straighten your right knee, point your toes up. So get this far. And then once you're there, now we're going to lower your chest toward your leg. Now, if you want, you just can come up and float back down again and ease into this. All right, come out of that, shake it out, try the other side. So get your left foot in, walk your right one out, straighten out the left, point the toes up. So get nice and balanced, and then start lowering. All right. Straighten it out. What do you feel the most? Let's try the forward fold one last time. Okay, onto your backs. Hug the knees nice and good. And then I think we're going to end with, I'll show you what I do every morning as a real simple, quick warm up. And it's just, it starts out just with simple moving yoga. So it's exactly what I do. Bend both knees. And I just begin by dropping both my knees to the right and left. And I do that about 10 times just to kind of warm up because this is first thing in the morning, so I'm pretty stiff. And then I add the head opposite my knees. And then I add my arms up and then down by the hips. So that lifts up the whole spine, including from the shoulder girdle down to the whole pelvic bowl. So everything is in motion. And maybe about 10 of those. And then once you're even, go right to happy baby. So I want to press that low back down, flatten the spine. Give a little inner thigh stretch as well. And then straighten the legs to the ceiling. Now draw the hips up, rounding the spine. Wide V. And then all four limbs up to the ceiling, come out of hips and shoulders. Touch toes if you can. And then hands behind your knees, give them a bend, and do a few rocking chair. So now you're going to massage the whole spine. Okay, and then what I do is I roll left and I go right into a full down dog without the chair. So decide if you want to do this part or not. And then walk to a forward fold and come up. So we're going to actually end class very differently. Come to your heart. And let's end with the feeling it. Feel everything. Close your eyes, go inside just for a moment. Take a few deep breaths, rest. You can try sweeping breath, standing from the crown of the head down to the bottoms of the feet and back up to the crown. Okay, hands to your heart center. May your practice be thorough and fruitful. May we never hate each other. Om, peace, peace, peace. Namaste.